Welcome back to Storytime, George's Marvellous Medicine. Chapter 3, George begins to make the medicine. George took an enormous saucepan out of the cupboard and placed it on the kitchen table. George! Came the shrill voice from the next room. What are you doing? Nothing, Grandma, he called out. You needn't think that I can't hear you just because you've closed the door. You're rattling the saucepans. Just tidying the kitchen, Grandma. Then there was silence. George had absolutely no doubts whatsoever about how he was going to make his famous medicine. He wasn't going to fool around, wondering whether to put a little bit of this in or a little bit of that in. Quite simply, he was going to put in everything he could find. There would be no messing around, no hesitating, no wondering whether a particular thing would knock the old girl sideways or not. The rule was this: whatever you saw, if it was runny, powdery, or gooey, it went in. Nobody had ever made a medicine like this before. If it didn't actually cure Grandma, then it would always cause some exciting results. It's certainly worth watching. George decided to work his way around the various rooms one at a time and see what they had to offer. He would first go to the bathroom. There were always lots of funny things in the bathroom, so upstairs he went, carrying the enormous two-handled saucepan before him. In the bathroom, he gazed longingly at the famous but dreaded medicine cupboard. He didn't go near it. It was the only thing in the entire house he was forbidden to touch. He'd made solemn promises to his parents about this, and he wasn't going to break them. There were things in there, they told him, that could actually kill a person. And although he was out to give Grandma a fiery mouthful, he didn't want a dead body on his hands. George put the saucepan on the floor and he went to work. Number one was a bottle called Golden Gloss Hair Shampoo. He emptied it into the pan. That ought to wash a tummy out, nice and clean, he said. He took a full tube of toothpaste and squeezed a whole lot of it into one long worm. Maybe that'll brighten up those horrid brown teeth of hers, he said. There was an aerosol can of Superfoam shaving soap belonging to his father. George loved playing with aerosols. He pressed the button and kept his finger on it until there was nothing left. A wonderful mountain of white foam built up in the giant saucepan. With his fingers, he scooped out the contents of a jar, vitamin-enriched face cream. In went a small bottle of scarlet nail varnish. Well, if the toothpaste doesn't clean her up, George said, this will paint them red as roses. He found another jar of creamy stuff labelled hair remover, smear it on your legs, it said, and allow to remain for 5 minutes. George tipped it all into the saucepan. There's a bottle of yellow stuff inside called Dishwa's famous dandruff cure. In that went. There was something called Brilliant for cleaning false teeth. It was a white powder. In that went too. He found another aerosol can. Nevermore plonking deodorant spray guaranteed. It said, keep away unpleasant body smells for a whole day. She could do with plenty of that, George said, and he sprayed the entire can full into the saucepan. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.